Our other gold medalist in religion spirituality, The Blessed Bananas, a Muslim fable by Tayyaba Syed. Illustrated by Melanie Petrie. Tayyaba's here. Welcome, and tell us about, after your photo, we'll cover the medal. There you go. Why are these bananas blessed?
I'll let you hold it. Thank you for having me, and I am so honored to be here. Thank you to Moonbeam and Jim for recognizing this book. There was a lot of categories that we could have entered this story into, and I wanted to, but I wrote this as a Muslim fable. And I was thinking about how at my 8th grade graduation, I was the only brown person, only Muslim, receiving my certificate, and how odd I felt, and how out of place I felt. And 25 years later, I'm still very the odd one out, and I feel different, but I'm proud of it. And that's what I wanted to be able to provide for my children, is this avenue where when they open up a book, they don't feel like the odd one out. It's a mirror for them, a reflection of who they are. And the themes, although it's called a Muslim fable, they're universal. And I want this to be a teaching tool for other faiths to realize that we have a lot more in common than we think. And we are a lot more similar than we are presented to be. And so I'm really, really grateful to be here. I am so thankful to my husband and my children. This is actually a puppet show that started as a bedtime story for my kids. And they said, they heard familiar words and they heard familiar names, and they said, "Mama, this needs to be a book." And they're my kids, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I worked in a school, and the teachers knew I loved to tell stories, and they said, "Do you have a story?" And I said, "Yeah, I can share this one about this monkey that doesn't share his bananas." And the kids said the same thing. "Miss Tayyaba, this is a really good story. You should make it into a book." But then I was like, maybe we're onto something here. And I actually ended up submitting it. This is the 3rd gold award this story has won. And so after the first award, I was like, I think I got something here. And I wasn't worried about turning it into a book. I really wanted to carry on this tradition of oral storytelling and helping kids see themselves in stories and imagine themselves in stories. So we've been on the road for like 3 years now, doing this as a puppet show. If you guys were there earlier today, I got to present it as a puppet show as well. So really, really grateful. But this is a tribute to my dad, and if I could just read my dedication to him, it's at the beginning. So my dad was one of the most generous people I knew. You would shake his hand and he would just put $20 in there, And he passed away 9 years ago, and I wanted my kids to understand his legacy of what it means to be generous. So when I thought of this character, Rico, he was the most selfish monkey ever. And so by showing them the extreme opposite, they were able to understand who my dad was. So my dedication to him was, this book is dedicated to my late father, Shahid Syed. May God have mercy on his soul. Everybody say amen.
Amen.
Who taught me the importance of generosity and to always give to others even before they ask. So I just hope that this book is, somehow he knows that I've written it. He was such a great example, and I'm really, really grateful to be here and for this recognition. Thank you so much.